Okay, so today you're going to do the 6 times tables and division facts. Okay, so look at number 1. We're going to work out how many fish there are. So we have a look how many tanks there are. So there's 1, 2, 3 tanks, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fish in each tanks. So that's 3 groups of 6, or we can write it 3 times 6. So then you write in what the answer is. Then we look at number 2. So we know that 6 times 4 equals 4 times what? We know that 6 times 4 equals 4 times 6. Then you have to work out 30 plus 6. What is 30 plus 6? And then what is 30 take away 6? So you can think of your times tables. What multiplied by 6 multiplied by what equals 30, and then 6 multiplied by 5 equals what? To work out 6 multiplied by 5 equals 30, so 6 multiplied by 4 equals what? To work out the second answer. Then at the bottom you need to complete the number track. So 3, 6, have a look, what do you think it's going up in? Have a look at the answers on the screen. Were you correct? Okay, so let's have a look at different ways that you could have done it. So you could have done repeated addition. 6 plus 6 plus 6 equals 18. Or you could do an array. So you're doing 3 rows with 6 in each row. So 6 in each row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you have 1 row of 6, then you do another row of 6, another row of 6. So we write it as an equation. 3 multiplied by 6 equals 18, or 6 multiplied by 3 equals 18. And you can see your rows here, or going down the way. You can also write it as a division equation. So 18 divided by 6 equals 3, or 18 divided by 3 equals 6. Okay, so look at the stick and we're going to count up in 6s. So 6, what's next? 12, what's next? 18. So we can also use this to work out what 7 times 6 is. So counting up in 6s, it's up to 30 here, and you count on to 7 times 6. 7 times 6 equals 36. What comes after 36? And the answer is 42. Then you have to work out what times 6 equals 54. So counting up in 6s to 54, and you have to multiply by 9. As you can see, the track here is counting up in what? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. That's going up in 3s, and the bottom is going up in 6s. 3 times 3 equals 9. 9 by 2 equals 18. What do you notice in this pattern? 3 times 3 equals 9. 3 times 6 equals 18. What do you notice in the pattern? The answer is double, because you're multiplying by double 3 is 6, so the answer is double. What do you notice between the number that is circled. So 8 times 3 is 24. So if 8 times 3 is 24, 8 times 6 is going to be double, which is 48. Have a go at the questions 3 to 4 on the worksheet. Okay, you have some questions here to answer 6 times 4 and 6 times 6. I know that 6 times 5 equals 30, and this can help me. Have a think. How do you think this would help you? Well, if I know that 6 times 5 equals 30, if I take away 6, I'm going to find 6 times 4. And if I add 6, I am going to find out what 6 times 6 is. You can draw out your array to help you, or the number line as shown below. 13 times 6 equals 78. So 13 times 6 equals 12 times 6 plus 1 times 6. But this turtle disagrees. He says 13 times 6 equals 10 times 6 plus 3 times 6. But perhaps they're both correct. Have a think. So you can see the array here is drawn out. So 13 times 6 is drawn out. Can we arrange it into 12 times 6 and 1 times 6? So 12 times 6 you can see is highlighted with the arrows below, but also 1 times 6. Let's see if we can highlight the turtles one. So 72 plus 6 equals 78. So he is correct. Now let's look at the next one. 13 times 6 equals 10 times 6 plus 3 times 6. So we can highlight out 10 times 6, but we can also highlight plus 3 times 6. And that 10 times 6 equals 60, 3 times 6 equals 18. 60 plus 18 equals 78. So he is also correct. Now, 14 times 6. 14 times 6 equals 10 times 6 plus 4 times 6. Correct. 14 times 6 equals 12 times 6 plus 2 times 6. Okay, sounds good. 10 times 6 equals 60. 5 times 6 equals 30. 90 take away 6 equals 84. What is he doing here? Can you use the counters to prove if the different methods are correct? So you can draw out your arrays to prove whether those three statements are correct or incorrect. Let's look at 10. So a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 10 times 6. That equals 60, correct. Then 5 times 6 equals 30. So I have a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 added on, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that equals 30. So that's correct. Now, 15 times 6 is a row of 15 multiplied by 6. So we know that 60 plus 30 equals 90, so that would be correct. Now, if we take away one row of 6, is it going to be equal to 84? So 90 take away 6 equals 84. So we can prove that he is indeed correct. So have a go at the rest of the worksheet. If you need any help, contact me on Dojo, please.